Good morning all, hopefully it's not too dark. Sun has just popped up, there's a bit of colour in the sky, it's just putting its head over the hills, so doesn't look like too bad a day, it's a bit chilly. It is Wednesday, it is day 9 of my little DoorDash and YouTube thing. Oh, there you go, we'll have to wait a minute. We've got a Guzman and Gomez, $11.15 for 6.6 kilometres. So we'll go and do that, and then we'll have a little chat after. Okay, bye. Oh, no, just drive it anyway. It's not too dark by the look of it.
Then turn left.
So it looks like after my little whatever happened with the customer and the 2 that I got for some reason, every other customer, whatever you bloody call the bloody things, is a 10. So the English no work this morning. Why him so? Let's have a look at that. So in the ratings, customer ratings is back up to 4.7, but I have 10 ratings of 5, no other ratings apart from 1 of 2, so I have no idea where the 2 came from or why. I wouldn't have ever, if I wasn't going to do the right thing, I wouldn't even bother doing this job. So I'm not that sort of person, so a bit surprised as to where that came from, but anyway, it don't matter anymore because the 10s have overridden the 2 and we're back up to platinum, so that's all groovy. I had yesterday off because I really need to get my head around this editing thing. I haven't, because basically, you know, I've started doing this in YouTube at the same time, so I don't have any experience in either or editing, so it's all a big learning experience, but it's been a lot of fun so far. So yesterday I had the day off for learning how to edit and that. I'm going to use DaVinci Resolve. It's a free version and it looks pretty cool. And I've been doing a bit of study on the old YouTube onto how to use it. So hopefully tonight when I get home, I've had it all downloaded and that, and we'll start having a bit of a play with it and see how we go. All looks pretty cool. So that's where we're up to at the moment. Wednesday was really slow last week. We'll see how this goes. I think I want to try and do $200 or 20 deliveries, so we'll see how that goes. But if it's the same as last Wednesday, then that won't happen because I think I did 10 hours for $70. So yeah, it was the worst day that I had. I should have put it on pause when I realised where we were going. I am probably about like, if you can see all the way down there, probably 2 or 3 kilometres of traffic at the lights down there where they're doing major upgrades. I've been trying to avoid it since I got caught down there last time. This McDonald that I'm going to now, it had probably 8 or 9 meals lined up on the counter when I was there last time. I was like, yeah, can't do it. But didn't even think about it. Brain's not working, it's too early. So anyway, somehow I've got to go around it and get back onto the main road, do a U-E. Pain in the bottom. anyway, that's all good. We will work it out, but I just got back up to platinum, and so I'm going to go back down again. All right, we've got to pick it up by 7:30. It's 7:29 now. But yeah, when we get down there and you look back the other way, you can see all the traffic. It'll just be banked up from where I turned off. Probably 2 to 3 kilometres. So you're looking at 1.2, 1.8 miles of just congested traffic. So we still might be all right. We might still get there on time. 7:30. Now it's 7:30. I must be pretty close to the store. We might be able to hit arrived. Oh, beautiful. No worries. Yeah, so all of this here, it's just banked up all the way back up there. Goes from 3 lanes down to 1. So beautiful. We did it. Yeah, look at it. This traffic is just built up all the way up here. I'd probably still be in it, and you still got to get around onto the main highway, travel up, do a U-turn, then come back the other way again. So I'm glad I did that, or else I'd still probably be on my way. All right, groovy. All right, so we dropped off that McDonald's. I have paused the dash because I'm just not going to do this area. It's just really bad, especially like peak hour in the morning as well, with those traffic works. Yeah, it's just not good. So we have done 3 dashes this morning. Let's try not to get taken out here. Alright, so first one was McDonald's. That was $10.57, 5.5 kilometres. It's about 3.1 miles. Then we did a Guzman Gomez. It was $11.15 for 6.6 kilometres. It's about 4 miles. Slow down here, it's got the horses crossing. I'm going to freak them out. And that one that we just did then, that was McDonald's, and that was $10.09 for 4.8 kilometres. So it's about 3 miles as well. So we've got it on pause. We'll travel right back to the area, so hopefully we don't get called back to this one again. So what they're actually doing, the tram down there goes across this main road here, and they are actually going to go over it or under it. I don't really know at the moment. They've only just started, so you're probably looking at a couple of years before they get that finished. So you just a no-go area. I suppose it'd be alright when it's not peak hour, like between the breakfast, lunch and dinner, but yeah, it's just not very good at the moment. I'd rather be sitting at my little spot waiting for something than competing with all these cars. Alright, cool. Okay, we just got another job. It is a cold job. $12.40, 1 drop off. How many kilometres did it say? 5 kilometres, so it's 3 miles. That's very nice. That's a good start to the day. Well, compared to last Wednesday, so that's $10. It'll be $40 for 2 hours. I think last Wednesday I did $77 for 10 hours. So hopefully this will be good. But that could be too because of the ratings. on how I was only doing the new one of 50 dashes where they give you all these jobs and that. As soon as that finished, I picked up 4 new merchants, and Coles and Woolworths is one of them. So I didn't have any of those last Wednesday. So the 4 extra merchants will probably make a difference. So it would be interesting to see how many of these jobs we get during the day, which I would have missed out on last week when I didn't have Woolworths, Coles, On the Run, Reject Shop, and I can't think what the other one was. But anyway, that's a good start. Yeah, $12.50 for. No, we just dropped that Coles off. It was a repeat from last week. Lovely lady. She did a heap of cooking over the weekend, and she said she's not doing that again. It's a pain in the ass cooking for so many people. So yeah, that was nice. And I've taken off, and we've got another McDonald's for $10.96. 5 kilometres, $10.96, 5 kilometres, so 3 miles, so that's not too bad. All right, cool. No worries. We just dropped that one off. Young fellow was out the front for us, so that was very nice. Had to stop in the school zone, so it was nice of him to come out. There's no parking. All right, so and now we got one for Terry White. So I've driven about less than a kilometre. Less than a kilometre. So 600 yards, let's say. So we'll pop in and see what that's about. Thank you very much. Bye. All right, we did that one. That was a bit scary. It was only one item. Had to use the virtual red card. Took about 3 shots to it actually work. So, but we got it done. So that's another little bit of excitement for me. Doing stuff with virtual cards. We've only got 1.5 kilometres. So we can get rid of that. Bring that up. Go to that one. So that was $6.78 for 2.3 kilometres. Now this has taken me further out of my zone again. So as soon as we've done this one, we will pause and then head. Whoa, car, stop, slow. We'll head back to where we normally sit, but I need to go and use the amenities and have a slash. So we will do that. And then after we've done that, we'll start the dash again, and I'll get back to you when we've got another one. Okay, we are back. Had a little amenities break in that. I've been sitting for about 15 minutes. Now we've got a Woolworths Marion, which is only about 200 metres behind me. So we'll accept that and go there. That's how close it is. It says, I can already push arrive at store, so yeah, not far to go. Very nice. So how many kilometres was it? $12.82 for 3.1 kilometres, so 1.8 miles, and I'm only a couple of 100 metres away, or 60 yards from it, so that's not too foul. I don't mind that at all. We'll wander over there and pick them up. I think it was only one customer, so that's pretty groovy. If they'll let me across. Go on, dude, you'll have to wait. So we'll go and pick them up and wander off. All right, we just got one for Churro, $8.56, 2.3 kilometres. It's about 1.5 miles. I don't know where Churro is, so that will be interesting. Oh, okay. So that's the Marion shopping complex just there, so it's saying it's on the other side of that. So might be one of the ones upstairs, so we'll wander over there and have a bit of a look. Really need to have a good walk around and just note down where everything is, because it's a huge complex. It used to be the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, but I'm sure something's been built bigger than that now. But I don't normally come down here because it's just too busy for an old fart. Alright, well, we'll wander over here and see how close we can get to it. Alright, okay, we just dropped the San Bureau and an add-on. It's called Viet. Took me a while. I had a bit of walking involved in it because I had to go all the way to the other side of the thing because the pin was wrong. Anyway, $10.60, Coles, 4 kilometres, 2.4 miles. Okay. Hopefully I got that in time. Yep. All right, so it's only about a kilometre to the store. So we'll wander over there and pick that up. 2 items. Wow. It's crazy. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of rain. Nowhere near enough though. We need inches of rain. We've had absolutely no rain since probably 10 months. It's just nothing. Very dry. All right, I shall talk to you after I've dropped these ones off. We just went and dropped off that Coles. I've been waiting for about 10 minutes. Just got another one, $10.44, 2.1 kilometres, Woolworths Marion. And that is basically just straight through there. It's 2.1 kilometres, 1.2 miles. Half of it is actually getting to the store. That must be ultra close. But I don't mind, not in the slightest. This very much looks like that Wednesdays must be the very quiet days, like we used to call them hump day. Because once you got over the midday, the midweek, Wednesday, everything sort of sped up and every sort of thing. So it must be exactly the same in this delivery show as well. Alright, so I basically just started the car and already can arrive at the store, so there's nothing wrong with that. Alright, well I'll go and do these. Alright, well I just dropped off at Woolworths, and as whilst I was picking up the Woolworths, another one came in for Coles, so I did Coles as well and just added that onto it. Weird though, because I delivered it to 3 houses up from me. I was just like, it's a bit weird. But no, well, it's all good. I just dropped off the Coles then, which is a bit further up the road from me. And we're a bit out of zone, so I'll head back into the zone, and then hopefully we can get something else. But what is it now? 11:45, so hopefully picks up a little bit for lunch. I don't know whether we'll get our 200 in, because it's very much like last Wednesday, although I'm way above what I was last Wednesday. Last Wednesday I just had to stop. I don't mind sitting around, you know, like it's not like I'd be doing anything different at home. So, but last Wednesday, yeah, I had 10 hours or something and got $70 something. It was a bit torturous. Anyway, I've just dropped those off, and hopefully we'll get another one soon as I get back in the zone. All right, bye. Well, that was all right. Only about 90 seconds later, as soon as I dropped into the zone, got another pickup. Got a double pickup this time, so at Coles, this bus out. Pretend I'm being pleasant when I'm really just looking at the phone. Yeah, so $21.94 for 11 kilometres, so 6.6 miles. 2 drop-offs. That's a pretty easy one, as long as they're ready to go. This is one of the ones where they didn't have enough people at the store, so they don't do that click and collect. You've got to actually go up there and get the carts, but the carts are already packed, so it's not exactly hard. So, all right, we'll go and do that one, and then I shall talk to you later. All right, bye. All right, we've just dropped off that double order for Woolworths, and I'm out of zone again, so just travelling back to the zone. There's a view back down the coast towards Glenelg. Not sure how much of that you can see, but we'll wander back down there and see if we can get another couple of jobs. There's a promo on, says it's peak, so an extra $1, so we might be able to pick up a couple of extra dollars, do a few. I've put in until 3. We'll have a look at 3 and see how we're going for dollars and trips. I think, do 20 deliveries or $200. I think it's reasonable. Keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me away from the beers. Switch zones? No, I don't want to switch zones. No way. I'm going back that way. No, I was out of zone. That's why I put on there. Anyway, all right, so we'll head back to our little zone and see what we can pick up. All right, bye. Well, that wasn't too bad. I didn't quite get to my little parking spot. And I've got another job, and it is for Top Barbecue Chicken. It's where I get my chicken and chips from all the time. I love their stuff. So $7.15, 3.3 kilometres. So 18. So it's 1.9 miles. Plus we get an extra $1 for peak pay. Woohoo, baby! We're living it up now. So where do we got to go? Oh, damn, going out of zone again. Ah, well, that's life. All right, okay. I've been back for about 10 minutes in my little posse, and was just about to end the dash and go to the amenities. And I've got a double at Woolworths, which is just there. Well, I'm that close that I can push arrive, so it's just around the corner. $16.52 for 4.4 kilometres. So 2.6 miles. So that will make 15 deliveries, and yeah, so we might be able to do 20. We'll give it a whirl. We'll do 20, and then that should get us up to around 200. That'll be nice. So anyway, I better push me little arrived at store so that they can come out and fill me up. All right, bye. Well, I just dropped off that double order for Woolworths and got back to my spot, and I actually didn't have enough time to turn my car off, and I'm well, I can push the button and say I've arrived. $13 for a single this time. Ooh. Okay. Wednesday's turned out to be all right now that I've got Woolworths and Coles. It hasn't been as what would you say, as consecutive as the other days, but I'm doing all right, I think. Oh my God, pick up by 1:53, it's only 1:40. Will I make it there in time? Alright, so how much was that for? So 13.24 for 4.9 kilometres, or say 3 miles. Okay. Not too bad. 16 items, so it's a bigger shop. Alright, cool. Thanks guys, bye. Alright, we've got a job for Coles. It's 5 kilometres, so 3 miles, $9.93. Just finished those two for Woolworths. So now I'm heading off to Coles. The last one was pretty hard to find. Sometimes their pins are just not very accurate. I don't know whether that's got something to do with the people doing it, a limited amount of information that they're giving to DoorDash or Woolworths or whoever it is. But yeah, I had to walk quite a while and had to message him and tell him exactly where he was going to be. But anyway, all good. All right, well, I'll go and do this one. I think I only need 3 more, and that should be the 20. All right, well, what a shit fight. I don't even know where I left off, but technology is a fantastic thing when it's all working, and it seems to be this same Coles store each time. I've had 3, well, this is the 4th issue that I've had with them now, and just been going around in circles. I've just basically just wasted about 45 minutes trying to get jobs done and that. I've had to knock some back. I'm a bit sad because my completion rate went from 100% to 99. So anyway, so I basically had to sit around and wait, and finally got one of the jobs done, but I'm still $11 short of my 200. So I've got to get back into zone and do 1 or 2 more. So anyway, doesn't matter. I just don't know where I left off, that's all. So I'll get back into zone and I'll see if I can pick up another. If I can get one $11 job, it'll be all right, but we'll see what happens. Or it'll be 2. All right, I shall talk to you when I have got my $200, and we'll go from there. Well, that would be right. I've got back in and I've got a Woolworths, and it's $9.98, so it'll be $1 short. Yeah, $1, $199. Yeah, bugger it. I'll make that the last one. We'll make this the last one. It's well, you know, it's getting to peak. Really don't want to keep going, so at least I'll get this one out of the way. That will be fine. Yeah, we'll be right. $199, probably $199.99 or something stupid like that. Anyway, we'll have a look when I've done. All right, bye. Well, there you go. The cents made it up. We got $201.44 for the day. Went longer than I expected, but I suppose last Wednesday I did this many hours, or more hours than this, for $77. So the Coles and the Woolworths definitely made the difference. I was just thinking on whether, is it worth actually doing Wednesdays? I really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see whether I can make that an editing day We'll just have to see, I suppose. But hey, we got our $200 for the day. I don't know how many jobs we did. I'm thinking it's 21, but I'll have a look when I get home. I did more kilometres than I normally do, you can just tell by the fuel gauge. So that's a wrap for the day. Much better than last Wednesday. Get home and try and get one of these videos edited so I can actually get something out. As I said, I'm hanging out to do is actually get a couple of videos out there. I was just talking to my daughter on the phone. I said if I get it done tonight, I'll make it private and she can be the first one to critique me and say, what the hell are you doing with your life? Anyway, well, thank you very much for watching, if you're watching this, obviously. And I'll be back tomorrow, so Thursday, that'll be day 10 into my little saga as a YouTuber and a DoorDash driver. I have really enjoyed it, apart from a few of the little computer issues that I've found. And quite honestly, that's the only thing that I can even say is a problem in any way, and that is technology. I thought it was a DoorDash issue. Well, it was a DoorDash issue the first couple of times, but the last 4 times has been Coles. So anyway, that is life. Apart from that, it has been smooth sailing. All right, thank you very much. Bye.